What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Fine, fine. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it. I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time. I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. But still, I did not kill the Muse.
Did you find Medusa after all? Been on my mind ever since you told me about her. Calliope hated the idols being kept secret. She and Athena would get into screaming matches over the idols they got. So I can no longer protect her. I remember my first Pythian games. The day the idols split in two over Troy. The day my first son died. My first son is why I'm not permitted in Hades and Rook.
Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing. Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right? I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat. We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary. I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming again. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
Hello everyone, my name's Amelia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are continuing our playthrough of Stray Gods the role-playing musical. I believe we're actually getting quite close to the end of this game, at least I think we are. I've been told it's like 5 to 6 hours long, so it shouldn't be that long till we reach the end. But in today's episode we are jumping straight back in where we left off on the last episode. We are currently going to speak to Hecate, is it? Or we're sneaking back into that area anyway with Freddy, and Apollo is going to wait for us in case something goes wrong. But let's just jump back in. So our choices today are either we can get Freddy to distract Hecate. I feel like I always say her name wrong, I'm sorry. Be honest with Hecate, or we can sneak back in. Honestly, okay, here's my process. Okay, if we sneak in the back way, the only person who knows about the back way is the Minotaur, and the Minotaur is our friend. So if we can get the Minotaur to help us, that would be cool. Let's do it. Let's sneak in the back way. Oh, I really hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door? You're asking me like I'm supposed to know? It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Whoa.
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
Looks like a maze. We should be careful.
Then we should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses. None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you. How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth. But I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster.
I knew that was gonna happen.
But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Yeah, but we need help. Please help. Oh, you owe us a favor. That's true. I have permission. Please let me go in. You owe us a favor.
I seem to recall that we did you a huge favor the last time we were here.
Yeah, for Pan, but I already...
Yeah, we hooked you up with Hecate, and she is way out
Oh,
of your
that was so
league, dude.
mean.
I know, but...
So you couldn't make an exception just this one little time? Hecate doesn't need to know.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry.
No! Please, no.
Oh no. Hey! Come back! Oi! Come back!
Oh no. That's not good.
Okay. I don't hear anything.
Oh, please don't tell me they're capturing Freddy, though.
I hope Freddy's okay. She better be.
Oh, man.
First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
She's there! Quick. Follow. And again, think. Think, Grace, think. Nice! Okay. She went that way. Cool. This is good. This is good. We're following her. Okay, now where? Whoa. What is this?
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
these are the relics,
I've
right?
definitely been here before.
Whoa, these are all relics. Let's go through them all. Let's look at the egg.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Okay, let's look at... Oh wait, the instrument's probably gonna... Okay, let's do the mask.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right? Is this an armory too?
This is really interesting. I wonder if these are like trophies for fallen gods.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
True. Calliope.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
What? Is that a portal? She went in. Oh god, Grace, be careful. Oh! I'm sorry.
I didn't mean anything. I didn't even touch it, honest.
Who are you? Who are these people? Hi!
Okay then.
Time to run. Grace, run. Grace, run! That's not gonna work. She tried to do exactly the same thing as Calliope did. This is what happened to Calliope. Grace, just run!
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
They're not real. Oh shit. We really need some help right now. It's gonna be Apollo, right? Elemental.
Oh,
Oh, Freddy.
Grace?
Oh my god. We need to run, girl. We need to run.
Oh, we've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Ah! Oh god, this is actually scary. Freddy, what are you doing? Freddy, lad, come on, let's go. Freddy! What? What is Freddy doing?
No, I won't let you. Freddy!
They did not. Oh my god, no way. No, 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 no. That did not just happen. I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. What? Oh my god, what?
Oh god, Freddy.
No. No, 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 no.
Oh no.
No, 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 no.
Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
What? Oh my gosh, what?
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
Oh my god.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted.
What is that even? Oh my god.
But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Apollo, there has to be something we can do.
Grace. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not right.
I can't believe that just happened.
We have to leave.
No, we can't just leave her there. I need a minute. God damn it. This is while I kept my tissues closed, man.
5 minutes later.
Okay. Yep, that's done. Okay, that's fine. I mean, now we know what happened to Calliope at least, but... Oh, man. Fuck! I really hope that isn't a choice-based thing. And I could have prevented that. Why did she run towards them, though? Like... Act 3. I'm actually heartbroken.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
Should have been me.
It should have been me, not her. This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddy instead? Freddy gave
Maybe that's why she ran in front. Because she knew what would happen.
Grace, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I
I
imagine.
bet it's fucking Athena. It's gotta be, right?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent. Unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
What are they?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
They're ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the fates.
But why?
Yeah, okay, but why?
Me and Grace share the same brain cell yet again.
The fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws.
But she didn't even do it. It was me.
I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
I wonder if Freddy knew that.
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I don't know what
I feel like
to
we're
do.
getting to a dead end.
We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Hello,
Why not
Persephone.
ask them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
Thank you.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Listening.
Why are you here, Persephone? You made it clear you didn't want to help me.
Oh, she doesn't. What she wants is to help herself.
Oh, Apollo, now.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Okay.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only
Hermes. Interesting.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do. Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
I don't know.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Yeah.
Truth be told,
Athena's
there
not
isn't
gonna
much
like
to
it.
overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
Okay.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
Okay.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
We'd be breaking a rule.
So if we go to Hades and find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
Right. Yep.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
That's true.
But she's
to be
already
fair.
been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Ooh. I kind of like it. I kind of want to do it. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of convinced.
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No.
No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies
No, I don't think
upon
that.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
I don't know.
What's another crazy plan,
I
right?
guess we have no choice, really. What?
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Oh. Yeah, I mean...
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy.
That's... You know what?
But you'll play on mine.
Oh. Ah!
I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Man, Apollo is pissed. Oh, man. Okay, we're doing this.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
What's up?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
They're gonna be like, nope.
Man, I don't know.
Come on.
Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
This is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
They've got a good point, to be fair. It's to save Freddy. It's the last piece of the puzzle. Play on the emotions.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
Okay.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Damn. Okay.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. The art style's gorgeous.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
Okay.
A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Probably. Who's Orpheus?
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
You'll see.
You'll see.
I like that. Alright, I'm in.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Ooh, Grace, that was a bit bitchy.
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
It's very pretty. It's been a hot minute since we had a song.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Okay. Flying Dutchman, right? Oh no. Am I getting my lines crossed?
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Caron, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Oh, we didn't like that.
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Caron. Stop asking.
Aw, sorry, Karom. Pass me to play.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Caron. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Song time? We haven't had a song in ages. Whoa. They souls of dead people. This is eerily quiet.
I wouldn't touch that.
There we go. I was waiting for a song to kick in.
Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise.
Get it, Persephone?
Tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This song is so cool. It's different. Oh, who is that?
Someone's coming.
Uh-oh.
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
Oh!
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than
He's a
that.
bard.
Someone's
We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tune.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Oh, that's a cool character
Orpheus,
design.
Ivan, what happened to the music?
Oh, poor Persephone.
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld.
Thank you.
Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Down. Loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good.
Oh no!
I wouldn't say that I'm.
It's like an a cappella group.
I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's the
Best that's ever been. The best you've ever seen. The best you've ever heard. And I haven't even really sung a single word.
I think I chose poorly.
Okay, just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
Let's ask about Freddy
My
and then
friend
we'll
is
ask him
dead.
about Persephone.
Can you help me?
Loop. River keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go.
But why Persephone didn't?
Person.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back.
Look, the little ghosts. That's so cute.
If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
Oh.
Corpses in crowns.
Oh shit!
Tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs. Only looking back. Don't you see what I see? Looks all dead to me. You're both the same.
Same.
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
The bard is to blame for the hell that he's been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here.
I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
Can I get this through both of your heads? You're fighting over something that's dead. I mean, you should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
Let Persephone
Certainly
speak.
wish I'd seen you coming. It wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
Ooh.
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
That throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it.
We all throw our secrets into the water. The shoreline is littered with every regret.
I'm not too proud of all that's washed up here. I'll put it behind me.
And I won't forget. You're letting it go. And I won't forget.
Persephone's voice is incredible. I love Mary Elizabeth Glynn. We did it.
I had forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place. Forgive me, my lady of the night.
Sorry, pal. Well, we did it. Now are you gonna help me find
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
Still think it's worth taking?
I do, actually.
Oh.
I can only hope that somewhere Hades can see me, sitting on his chair.
Slay. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, quite literally. Happy to help. You have work to do. Enough of the bad news.
I'm guessing now's when you break the bad news. Am I right?
You knew?
I suspected. Now I know. I'd still like to hear it, though.
I lied.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we could find Freddy, you couldn't bring her back.
Yep.
The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
I gathered.
And the fates?
They will not help you or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. And never have.
You bitch.
I suspected as much. I mean, if it was so easy, why didn't Orpheus bring back Eurydice?
Indeed.
And you showing up at the apartment with exactly what we needed. Too convenient.
That is so, yes.
I hate you now.
I should have realized it sooner. Before we even came here. I guess neither of us is as smart as we think we are.
Grace,
But it all worked out, right? You got what you came for.
Guilt trip.
And I got exactly nothing. Just like you planned.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Nah, you didn't. You liar.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Bitch.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Stephanie finally claims the throne. Hey. Freddy! She's not real. Oh, she is real! Kinda.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Oh,
Fred, No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
but why? I want to know why. Yeah, but why? I mean,
But you sacrificed yourself. For me.
Well, yeah. I'd do anything for you, Grace. Hey, what was the alternative? I let the Furies kill you instead? That's not how this story ends.
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me.
that's so sad. Fuck.
Hey, no.
Stephanie.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need.
Calliope! Holy shit. How?
Calliope? This... You can't be real.
Yeah.
Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me. I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Holy shit.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end.
Oh man, this is so sad.
Blame yourself.
The drift playing in the background too.
There are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
This arrangement of a drift that's playing in the background right now is gorgeous, by the way. Massive shout out to Austin Wintry in the music department.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
Memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection.
I see.
That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope.
Fuck.
How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
What?
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
What? Yeah.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
Okay.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
You.
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me.
I
Barely escaped.
freaking. Okay. Anyway, I'm fine.
I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Okay.
don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
I don't.
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Fucking hate Athena.
You're saying that, Grace. Truly.
I've been calling it from the start. Look, Athena was involved. I knew it.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could. If they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized.
Medusa told Athena, and then...
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
Fucking bitch.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Yep.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Apollo hates using his power.
What?
Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me.
Oh.
He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it.
Mm-hmm.
I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
That's why he was at your place, looking at your pictures. I said.
What was the
Oh,
prophecy?
man.
Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It's about me too.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me.
That's why Apollo's been so
It must.
close
or
to me.
You wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long
There it
as
is.
the Last Muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
So she wants to kill you.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
No.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
Yep.
We don't know that.
Kind of do though. Calliope's evidence of that. Shit, man. Guess this is it.
Time to say goodbye, I guess.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time.
No.
to
No, I refuse.
How can I let go now? I won't. It's just not fair. We took our first steps together.
gonna cry.
From heartbreak and through injury, we do it again, but now it's time to go. It's time to go. If I could bring you back, I would give it all to you.
Fuck, I'm not trying to cry.
Best friend, if I could choose a muse,
You would give up godhood to bring her back.
any day, every day, a life for a life, Farishta, please stay.
Grace, no. It's time.
I wouldn't want Freddie living with that guilt.
Grace, I know that this is hard, but I made a choice for my bard. Hurled a lot of 20s, but it's time. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Oh, my heart, man. Fuck. Oh, that pull on my heartstrings made the difficult decision to let someone go. Oh, hello,
You've
you
returned.
traitor. I'm joking. It's not really his fault. If he had told me, I would have died.
And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
No.
Then what happened?
Spoke to Calliope.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy. How you warned her. How you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I don't know what to say. Because I do understand why. Because if you had told me, I would have also ended up dead a lot sooner. But I don't understand why he felt the need to help me. And I did trust him. I'm just gonna say, tell me everything.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
I'm gonna die.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
Fuck. Please don't leave.
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Please don't leave. I know it's not your fault. Apollo, no! Oh.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
You should make a deal. Could the prophecy be true? Let's say about what happened.
Look, about what happened in Hades.
Which part? The part where I lied to get what I wanted? I won't apologize. You have to know me better than that. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary.
Oh, fuck. This is a lot of information. Okay.
Great.
Let me see, Fred. You'd know what to do. I'm gonna go for Apollo. Yeah. My last time to talk to someone, I'll pick Apollo. I want to see what's going on.
Oh, it's you.
Hello.
Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
I know you care.
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I care about him too.
I do.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
Okay.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. Sound like I was in the middle of anything.
Thanks, Oracle. Hey, bud. I'm sorry.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
I'm not, though.
I'm not. I was surprised, sure. But I get why you did it. I think.
I wanted you to find out about Athena without learning the prophecy. Yeah, it was difficult to help without helping too much. Even pointing you at Pan. I was hoping he could be pressured into assisting more. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
I haven't given up. Prophecy or no prophecy. Neither should you.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right. I hope this doesn't change things between us. You've come to mean a great deal to me.
Aww.
I feel the same way, Apollo.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
I really want to give him a hug.
You'd better.
Meow! Grace! What a way to leave. Alright, let's go to Pan. Oh man. I'm really sorry. I've been very quiet this episode. I'm just like taking in the
Pan?
emotions.
Are you here?
Pan. Wait.
Pan!
Pan's not here. Where's Pan?
All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
No.
No, I wanted to apologize.
Apologize? To me? Well...
For thinking you might be behind Calliope's murder. Turns out that's not the case.
Oh, then you've learned something, haven't you? Something not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way? Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
What have I got to lose at this point?
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
What?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the Last Muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Not to Athena.
I doubt Athena would agree. Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Yeah. See what Persephone has to say. She's not here. Oh, she is. I was like, she's not here. Is that Calliope? It is, because of the earring.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
Why didn't you tell me about you and Calliope?
I tell you I loved her, so you and Apollo could pick apart our relationship and then cast me as the murderer? Tell you I spent 2 years hoping she would return, only to find out that that was never gonna happen? Tell all of that to the one she was now a part of, who would one day remember everything we were?
That's why she got mad.
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
You could apologize, you know. We could start over, from square one.
Apologizing really isn't my style, Grace.
Stranger things have happened.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry. There, you have it.
Holy shit. Satisfied?
It's a start.
Yeah. Wow. That's a gorgeous picture.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Kinda.
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
Man, I feel so bad for them all. This does not feel like a good ending. Drift's such a good song. Back to where we all started. The auditorium. One last song.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat lost at sea with no sails.
Oh, so good.
Not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters.
It's very pretty.
No star to be seen.
Go on.
I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied.
Nice.
But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea.
Spirits.
With no sails, no breeze.
What?
I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain.
Look at all the muses.
You do not sail in vain.
I have goosebumps.
In my heart, you'll remain. I do not sail in vain.
That gave me goosebumps. That was incredible. I guess let's see how this concludes. Oh, this trial is gonna be a messy one.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. I'm nervous. Nobody's
Hello?
here. Even the owl's not here. Oh.
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Wait, on Olympus?
I thought this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no.
Oh. Oh, she's pissed. I wonder if she knows that I know. She looks like she knows. Fuck.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Holy crap, that's gorgeous. Wow.
Is this a real place?
Everyone's
It's
here.
the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we?
I don't even know. Pan. Persephone. Where's Apollo? Is he here? Yep. Apollo.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. the time for extreme measures has arrived.
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you.
Oh my gosh, Athena though.
Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything?
Do I bring out the big guns now?
It must be difficult. Feeling as if everything is on your shoulders, and yours alone. One moment of weakness and it all falls apart. You've been doing this for so long, you don't even know how to stop, do you?
Oh, dear child, why on earth would I stop?
Because what you've done is wrong. If it wasn't, then why not come clean? Go on. Tell them about Apollo's prophecy. The idols cannot continue so long as the Last Muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
Oh, Apollo! Oh, not yet, not yet.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Busted.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it. Just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
Oh.
No, I do not accept this. You are lying.
No.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy?
Oh, shit.
Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this.
Not quite.
Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do. You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts? Sorry, little bird, time to wring your neck.
This I know.
I'm so enthralled.
Is dead. Questions creep, they'll burrow in my head. What did I do?
What didn't I do? Such a good song.
All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring.
Drama.
Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. this a way to throw us aside? I'm not hearing wisdom here, I'm hearing pride. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine, I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all, you just see a scrap. You wanna make the call, you need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too.
You must know this is wrong.
Born like you. Time to follow through.
This is so intense.
Cause and effect. You feed this thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
Wait, did I fuck up? No, 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 no. There is no way. Huh? Apollo?
So romantic, me and you.
I'm gonna cry!
Didn't wanna be cut to pieces. We're just
I don't know what to pick! Astarion will stand beside me. Let's go Astarion.
Grace, I love you.
Oh my god.
I just meant to say you're great, Grace, and I'm with you, or I'm not with you. I'm just
I love him.
you know what I mean.
I wasn't a monster to you. And now I'm not a monster to
Aphrodite. Man, everyone's there. They're not stopping though, are they?
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be.
That sounds like a confession.
My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place? You set off hoping you could get to somewhere right. But it's been too many years since the mainland was in sight.
This is so beautiful.
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong.
No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing
But
is.
she deserves it.
I leave it up to you what to do.
I'm not gonna forgive her. I'm not gonna punch her. I'm just gonna tell her she needs to step down.
All these years you ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you. It's overdue.
Nice harmonization.
Step away. Let it go. Fresher hands should steer this boat and sail it to
Olympus. Oh, I was gonna say Olympus. What's gonna happen? I'm nervous. Did we do it? Game! You can't do that to me! They can no longer be trusted to lead. Brand new chorus. I got a Steam achievement. What happens now? Apollo! Everyone!
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
Oh, shit.
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think
Oh?
it's about time, don't you?
You're taking over? I'm gonna say I like it.
Responsibility suits you, Apollo. Maybe one day you'll even button up your shirt.
Yeah, fortunately I won't be in the position long enough to find out. We've decided to disband the course. No
Good.
more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
That's fair.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
Yeah.
You all agreed to this? No argument?
No argument? Grace, you know us. We cannot order lunch without a good argument.
Tis true,
It's
tis
what
true.
Calliope fought for. It seems appropriate. I only wish you were here to see it.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Yes, well, it'll
Sorry,
be up to
continue.
us to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
We have to try. What other choice do we have?
What about Athena? What happened to Athena?
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
Damn.
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
Oh, now that's an old tune.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
It's hard to picture the idols living without rules. Medusa comes to mind, for instance. Think she'll be okay with mortal laws?
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved. As for the others, I suppose they'll have to answer to mortal authorities now.
Assuming they don't just round us up the moment they realize what we are.
Yeah.
Thank you for the optimism, Pan.
It's a big step. I have some ideas. I have some
I
ideas.
have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please?
Uh-oh. Hey, bae. Just like, hey, bae. What's up?
Well, you did it. You survived.
I did. We did it.
We did it. I would have been lost if you hadn't stood beside me.
I was just trying to do the right thing.
And now you're leading the idols. I'm proud of you.
And you. You stood your ground with Athena and won. A feat even the mightiest idols have never accomplished.
Wasn't like I had much choice, right?
I want you to know that I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens when we reveal ourselves, whatever comes, I go where you go.
Bruh, my heart. I don't know which one to pick. You'd better. Are you sure? I like the sound of that.
I could get used to that.
I wouldn't be crimping your style? Is that how you say it?
If you're 75, sure. Maybe let's get your vocabulary into this century at some point.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Ah!
What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do this. Act 3, 2 months later. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? Ah, I'm so excited. I literally haven't spoken much at all during this playthrough. I've just kind of let it play through. Hence the name. I'm really sorry, but it's one of those games where I don't want to talk because I cut off dialogue and music. Oh, hello.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson, appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Of course. Oh, look at the Polaroids. Oh my gosh, stop. That's so cute. Oh, Freddy. Pan. Persephone. Eros. Oh my gosh. Medusa.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
It's been
The
a while.
revelation of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go.
Oh?
There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Interesting. Okay. Let's ask about Venus.
I heard Eros and Venus left the city together. Was that right?
You heard correctly. Venus wanted to use her fame to do good works as an activist, and Eros is assisting her.
Good.
Let's be realistic. He's there to catch her when her efforts inevitably implode.
You're being uncharitable, sister. I was at one of Venus's rallies, and it was rather invigorating.
Aphrodite always did love being adored by the masses.
Well, at any rate, Eros sounded keen. He thinks this is a much better approach than wallowing in Olympus.
You mean he's glad to have time to pursue a new lover or two?
Who could blame him?
Apollo would say that, wouldn't you, pal?
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
So
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess?
No.
I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Oh no.
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
That's so cute.
You should hear Asterion then. His gushing puts hers to shame.
Aww.
I'm happy for them both.
I am too. How about Medusa?
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
Medusa is with me at the moment. You did promise her my help.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Oops.
It was difficult at first. She confessed something about Artemis, which I'd long suspected but could never prove. I was upset. I then realized it was more Athena's fault than Medusa's. So, I recruited Athena to help work on removing the curse.
And now?
We're making more headway than I expected. If Athena had ever really tried, I suspect this could have been done long ago.
Yup.
I think we all suspected that much.
Yup.
At any rate, she's excited by the possibility. She insisted on paying me back by cleaning my house.
Of course.
The Oracle was thrilled.
I bet.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
We've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling.
Oh, that's so good for them.
So the Oracle tells me.
I'm so proud of
The
them.
truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Oh, that's sus.
Should we be worried?
A little bit.
It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
Mostly.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Ask about Apollo.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Apollo.
What you been doing,
Other
bud?
than whining like a sad puppy.
I literally called him a sad puppy. Stop, game. That's so funny.
But mostly, I've been taking charge of the idols remaining at Olympus, helping them ease into life with the mortals.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
That's kind of cute.
Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
Oh.
I've also been tidying up the beach house, finding the Oracle a new place to live.
A new place to live? Why?
So he can invite you to live in his little beachside hovel. That's
Wait, really?
I was going to say that myself. Later, when you were finished and back for good.
I really like that idea. Assuming you've hosed the entire place down a few times.
I'm in charge of the renovations. I'd have preferred to burn the entire place down and start over, but...
It's quite livable now that Persephone's had her way with it. We can talk about this more later.
Yeah! Oh, I want to ask about Persephone.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Changes? Well, I suppose you could say that. I've been spending a great deal of my time in Hades of late.
Really? What for?
Now that the mortal world knows about us again, I suspect it won't be empty for long.
I don't think you're the only one who suspects that, sister.
Yes, I can't say I'm the mortal world's most favorite idol at present. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't seem upset about that.
The world changes, Grace. For the better and for the worse. We knew this was coming. Where it will end up, that remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Death.
Bang. Okay. That's it then.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Well, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
No, please stay.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that.
I'd like that, actually.
Persephone, could we just meet you there?
Oh.
Fine.
Oh.
I will, however, begin drinking without you.
Mood. Hey, hon. What up?
Something on your mind, Apollo?
Is it me?
You, Grace.
It's always you.
Fuck, I called it. He's so cheesy.
Take my hand for a minute. Let's stop and breathe for a moment. There's so much to like. Now I've opened my eyes. Finally stepped into the light. Wouldn't you know it was here the whole time? The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. I now know it's true. The answer is you. And I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
How will you feel years from now? Everything's changing so fast.
We have eternity to work it out. With you, I think it will last. The courage we need to be joyful, something you've helped me find. No matter where we go, we'll take it slow. And I'll hold your hand all the while.
Oh my god, that's so sweet! Apollo, you little sweetheart.
Courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. No matter what we do, the answer is you. And I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
This is the best ending. Ah! Bequeathed! Yes! We did it! Oh my gosh! What a great game! That was Meryl? I didn't recognize her voice. Holy shit. Wow. I'm gonna let the credits roll. Holy. Oh, shout out to Austin Wintory. Absolute legend. And the rest of the team there. Well done. Honestly. What a game. The concept of musicals and gaming. Genius. Oh, Alex! I know Alex. That's so cool. Wow. This is a goated cast, by the way. So many great voice actors, musicians. This whole team. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I really want to replay it though. I really want to see how it goes in different directions, and like, I've heard there's so many different endings and choice and packs in this game. Unreal, honestly. I'm so glad I played the demo. Because that led me to finding this game, and honestly, it's soundtrack, the story, the characters, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I literally got to romance a god. How many games can you romance a god in, you know? Not many. Wow. Shout out to all these amazing people. Every single one of... Wait, which direction? These amazing people. Wow. I wonder if they'll make another one. I'd really like it if they made another game. Highly recommend it as well. Pick it up on Steam. It's not even AAA game price. It's like £25, I think it was. Unreal. And you definitely get your money's worth, because think how many times you can play this game as well. Like, I'm not sponsored, but let me tell you, it was good. Shout out to all these amazing people who backed the game. I wish I'd known about it to back it, honestly. It's a shame. I I'm really curious how different choices would have ended. I honestly, for a minute there, I thought I had messed that ending up. I thought I was a goner. I thought, oh, Sissy Jones. I know Sissy Jones. She's a fellow voice actor. That's awesome. But yeah, I honestly, for a minute there, when they started coming towards me in the red, I thought, oh, I've messed up. I've made a wrong choice. That's it. It's the end for Grace. And then that was the end of it. But no, when Apollo stepped in, I was like, phenomenal. I'm really curious if I had romanced a different person, potentially if they would have stepped in, I imagine that's how it would have worked. I'm really bummed about frickin' Freddy though. I wonder if there was another way. I might have to do some research after this. I'm really curious if there was a way to have saved Freddy. Like, I imagine I probably could have given her my Eidolon, but I don't know what consequences that would have had. Oh, so many questions, so many questions, so many questions. I'm really curious how many other people made these choices. Let me know down in the comments if you've played the game. Let me know how your ending, like, varied compared to mine. I'm really curious. This game's so good. I'm so glad I played it. Holy crap. Shout out to all these amazing people, man, honestly. Just like, so much stuff. So incredible. Go play it on Steam. Or Humble Bumble, they have it on there as well. I think it might be coming to consoles. I don't know. It's everywhere. Just Google it. There we go. Incredible. Absolutely incredible game. Honestly, that game was so good. I was not expecting it to be so good. And I definitely want to replay it. I want to see what actions had different consequences and stuff like that. So I'm going to do some research now. Thank you all so much for joining me on this playthrough. This has been the first ever full playthrough here on the channel for me, so it's kind of been a bit of a special one for me. And thank you all so much for joining me on this. Leave comments down below, like I said, if your playthrough is varied compared to mine. Let me know what options were different, etc. And I'll see you all very soon with some more content. This has been so cool. I'm so happy. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all very soon with another video. Bye, guys!